Happy new year. It is 2018. Can you believe it? Can't believe it, but whether we believe it or not, it is. It's 2018. I just wanted to take this opportunity not only to wish you a happy new year, but also to invite you to get a copy of my new book, Relationality, Consciously Aligning to Our Divine Relational Worth. Don't pay attention to the fact that it's backwards where you're reading it. If you actually had it in your hand, it wouldn't be backwards. But anyway, get a copy of the book. Relationality, Consciously Aligning to Our Divine Relational Worth. You can get it at www.leanzarstockley.com. You can also get it on any of the other online platforms, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, all of those other places, Books A Million, that you get books. But I wanted to say this to you. As an empath, I can sense that God is really trying to align us to spiritual order and bring us back to spiritual order. Now, when I talk about spiritual order, I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about any particular sects or, Buddhism or Christianity or Hinduism or any of those things. I'm talking about the mere fact that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And as a part of that human experience, and the reality and the fullness of that human experience is the relationships that we have with ourselves, with the creator of the universe, and with one another. And these are very important as we align to spiritual order, or as we align to truth. Not just the details of what's true and what happens in our life, but to the essence of who we truly are and who God has designed us to be. So I really sense that vibration happening right now. And I sense that that's some of the unease that many of us are feeling. It's because we're being invited into, we're being called into spiritual order. Right? So I encourage you this year to really listen to your soul, to really listen to your heart mind, because that's where the wisdom is. To that inner witness, that's where the wisdom is. That's where the kingdom is. And that's where God flows in a way that we will never and have never imagined. I believe that this year will be a great year for many of us. This year will be an awesome year for many of us. But there has to be transformation that happens, not just speaking about change, or not just speaking about change, but actually having transformation to actually happen. And cleaning the energy and purifying the energy in which we operate from, and purifying the energy in which we function from, purifying the intention, taking the desires that we have and figuring out how to purify those desires, and living our life not just by the desire itself, but by the design. Oftentimes we live our life by desire, and we try to include design in it. But the reality is we have to live our lives by design, and we put our desire in it, filter our desire through that. So I just want to encourage you this year. This can be a great year, but it has to be something that you are pure about, that you are intentional about, and that you are conscious of. So as a part of that consciousness, like I said, our relationships and things like that. So please, please, please get a copy of the book, not just to support me, but to support you and to support us all. Right? This is going to take all of us to do it. It's going to take all of us to be on board and to be a part of the game. And it's not always about just cutting people off. A lot of people talk about cutting people off in the new year, and I'm not one of those coaches that talks about cutting people off. I'm more so interested in figuring out, where do we place people? The reality is that we are connected, that we are one body. So it's a matter of figuring out where to place each piece of the body, where to put each piece of the body, so that we can keep that unity and keep that oneness in the spirit of truth and in the spirit of love. All right? Have a great year. Have awesome moments. Have great relationships. Right? I am love for you, and I pray that you are being love for all of those that you encounter and that you come in contact with. Be the light, be the love, be the peace, and be the joy. Blessings.